Associate Head Coach and Sprints Coach Adam Pennington, looking ahead to the NCAA East preliminary round. Obviously, in the sprints on both sides, the women and the men, lots of business to tend to next week in Tampa. Talk about, let's break down the Lady Demons first in the sprints.
We're taking a big group, much larger than we have in the past. Every single event on the sprint side, we do have someone competing, which definitely helps out. So we have more opportunities to go out there and get to the next round, which is our ultimate goal, which is Eugene, Oregon. So overall, having conference kind of a little bit earlier than everyone else, I think is actually playing our advantage a little bit, just because we had a week last week to kind of recover and rest, and then this week we kind of hit it a little harder than we would have had in the past because our conference was at a later time. So overall, I think it's going to benefit us, and I think we have some pretty good girls to get out and make it to the next round, including DeShaylin Jones, who's sitting right there in the top 20, I think, in both of her events, or right around it. Both relays have a great shot. The good thing about the relays is there's only 24, so all you got to do is go in and beat half. So I don't think it's going to be about the 4 fastest girls on the track. I just think it's going to be about who's moving that stick around the quickest, and I think that we'll be ready to go. Bree again is qualified. Bernicia Payton in the hurdles. She's been a qualifier now for 3 years. So 4x4 and 4x1 again, great shots overall. Natasia Jackson in the 400 is going to have a good shot to get to the next day as well. So we'll definitely keep it interesting, and I think we have a good shot to do some big things.
On the men's side, obviously the two guys who have been sensational all year in the short sprints, Amir James and Micah Larkins, but their 4x1 relay, a Demon staple through the years, is going to be a factor down there too. And
yes.
Lots of excitement in the sprints.
Yeah, it's the sprints have been really tough this year. On the east side, it's taken, I think, 10:37 to make it in the past years. 10:41, 10:42. Has made it in. On the West region, I think both of our other guys, Kiev Harry, Tredarius Carr, even Michael Magruder, I think would have all would have gotten in on the west side. So it's just been really tough on the east. We've had a little bit better weather. Of course, a lot of sprint schools are in this area, so it's been tough. But I think overall, even though those guys are only on a relay, it kind of speaks. I speak highly of those two guys because I think anywhere else, any other region, or any other conference, they'd be competitive as well. But Mike and Amir are vets of this. They've been around long enough. They know what's going to happen. They know what to do. They usually thrive well under pressure. They don't let too many things get to them. They've competed against some of the best in the world. So having that experience under their belt, I definitely think experience plays a big role when you get to big championships like this.
What do you think is the event that may surprise folks that's going to challenge to get to Eugene?
I think our women's 4x4. I think that we have a better shot than even the girls are looking into. I think we're sitting 14. It's kind of the SEC and us is what it is. They're a pretty tough conference, obviously the best conference in the nation. But I think we've ran that, pretty tired. We ran it at the end of our conference championships, and we may play around with it a little bit more. I don't know exactly who will run on it, but I'm confident that we can run faster than what we ran, and if we execute the race like we're supposed to, I think we'll surprise some people.